I look stupid. Whatever. Hello. Welcome to part 2 of Get Off That Phone. And today I will be baking. Yay! I'm gonna make banana muffins. That's what I'm gonna make. I already know how to bake. I know how to cook. Insert photos here. Yeah, I'm just like that. I do know how to bake, so this isn't anything new to me. So, yes, I'll be making banana muffins. I make really good banana muffins, and it's actually my recipe. Yeah, again, I love to cook, I love to bake, so I do often, write or, create my own recipes. I'll put a picture of my recipe over here if you do want to follow along. It's pretty simple and it's very versatile, so you can add stuff if you want. You can take some stuff out because I use nutmeg and cinnamon in my recipe. And if you don't like nutmeg, or if you don't like cinnamon, or if you're allergic, then you can always take them out. I know people add nuts. I don't know, but you can add that. You can put chocolate chips if you want. So yeah, it's a very easy recipe to follow. Okay, let's start big. Rosanna Pantino, let's get to cooking. Please don't copyright me. Okay, to give you a rundown of ingredients: flour, vanilla, milk. We are lactose intolerant in my house, so lactose-free milk. Baking soda, baking powder, sugar. I use nutmeg and cinnamon in my recipe, but you don't have to. Some butter is gonna be melted, and then bananas. This looks a mess, but this is what you want. Okay, you want brown bananas because then it's sweeter, and I use less sugar in my recipe for this reason because I use really brown bananas. You can also use this, or you can put it in the oven and let it slow cook until the outside is brown, and then it's perfect. But this is perfect for baking, not for eating. This is perfect for baking, not for eating. Okay, so do that. So yeah, very simple, very minimal ingredients, but it's always so good. Okay, angle change. Don't mind me being bald. When I bake, I have my hair up for obvious reasons. So, in a bowl, we're gonna combine all the ingredients. Clearly, I wrote the recipe because I just say, wait, actually, let me pull out my recipe book. Hold on. Okay, this is the book. Yes, it is literally falling apart, but that adds to the flair. Okay. I literally write down the ingredients and then just throw everything together. Literally just throw everything together. Bake. So, yeah. We're gonna start with the dry ingredients, which is half a cup of flour, and I'm gonna do equal teaspoons of baking powder and baking soda. So, a teaspoon of each. The beeping is actually important. Okay, and in this part of the recipe, you add salt, but I use salted butter, so I don't add salt. But if you don't use salted butter, add salt. Add half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, now we're gonna do cinnamon and nutmeg. I love cinnamon in my muffins and nutmeg, so I use a lot of cinnamon and I use a decent amount of nutmeg. For the cinnamon, it's just a tablespoon. This is a 2 tablespoon measure, so I'm just gonna do half of this. That seems like half. And then for nutmeg, I use half a teaspoon. You could do more, you could do less. You don't have to do it at all, but I like it. So shake. No, okay. And then a cup of sugar. I actually do half a cup of sugar, but it kind of depends on your sweet tooth. So yeah. If your bananas look like this, use just half a cup. If your bananas are like this, then I would suggest using a full cup because this is not as sweet as its counterpart, obviously. So, you can use half a cup of sugar. We use like a coarse, like you can actually see, the grains of sugar. We use a coarser sugar. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Whatever. But yeah, we use a coarser sugar, so yeah. Oh my god, that's like a half a cup. Okay. That's more than a half, like 3/4. And then an egg. I forgot. I use an egg in this recipe. Okay, we're gonna mix the dry ingredients first until it's nice and homogeneous. And now we're gonna set this to the side. And now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the liquid ingredients. Okay, so we need 2 tablespoons of milk. I don't know why I brought this out, but I like to mix everything in here. So 2 tablespoons of milk. This is my 2 tablespooner. Do this. Two tablespoons. And we need 1 egg. And yes, crack your eggs on a freaking flat counter, bro. See how easy that was? No shell. No shell. When people crack it on the edge, it actually... Oh, what the hell? Whatever. It literally... It literally annoys me so much. It's one of the most annoying things I see people do. Don't crack it on the edge, because then the shards go into the freaking egg, and then you have eggshells in your whatever the heck you're cracking the egg into. So do it on a flat counter. Please and thank you. Vanilla. So. This is a new brand. I haven't tried this brand yet. Because usually I use Mexican vanilla. So, I don't know. Okay, there's of course. Okay. I just touched my mouth. That smells good. And I love vanilla. So I put a whole teaspoon. I'm very heavy-handed on vanilla. Oh. It's not as dark as the Mexican vanilla, but it smells really lovely. So interesting. It was expensive, so I hope it's good. And then we're just gonna mix that all together. Okay, and now we're gonna add 6 tablespoons of butter, but until like the end. So my butter is frozen because I'm an idiot and I forgot to take it out of the freezer. So I'm gonna go heat this up real quick and then come back. For this recipe, you need 6 tablespoons of butter, so I'm just gonna cut it at the 6 tablespoons mark and then heat up the rest. So that's what you want to do. 6 tablespoons of butter. Okay, now we've gotten to the part that makes this a banana muffin. The bananas. For this recipe, I use like 1.5 cups of bananas, but some people like more bananas, some people like less bananas. It kind of depends on you. But I'm gonna do all of these, and then we'll see. So I'm gonna peel them off, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here are the bananas. I have this funky machinery. Let me adjust the ice, the brightness. Okay, just gonna mash these up. You can also use a fork. I just like being extra. Okay, this is enough, because mixing it in is gonna like mash them up even more. So this is what it's giving. And now we're gonna combine everything together. So our flour, dry ingredients, and I do the bananas first, to be honest. Still gonna pour this in. There's no special order because it's all gonna go in anyways. So mix that in. The vanilla. It smells really good. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this in. Okay, by this time, you want to preheat your oven to 425. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so before you mix everything in, preheat your oven to 425 degrees. I kind of forgot about that step. Yes, preheat your oven for 425. I'm going to just slowly mix everything. And do not overmix either. Just make sure all the flour is combined and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to add the butter. 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Pour all that in. See, now it's starting to. It might look thick, but don't add any liquid. I promise you, it all comes together. Okay, it is now complete. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. Okay, so I have already dedicated muffin tin things that I've owned for years. You can probably find some at Walmart, I don't know, or Amazon for sure. As you can see, I don't buy liners or like cupcake liners or muffin liners because I kind of forgot. But this is a trick that I also use actually all the time. I don't ever buy liners because I have parchment paper at home and I can just make my own. So I'm going to show you how to do that if you don't have liners or if you forgot to buy cupcake liners. Okay, so what you want to do is cut a sheet of parchment paper. And then, depending on how big you want your liners to be, that's the oven. Depending on how big you want the liners to be, that's how much you're going to cut. So, my liners, okay. So, this is how big my liner is going to be. This line tells you. And then, so this is how big my liner is gonna be. And then, so I fold that nicely. Okay, and now I'm gonna fold it like this. So again, this is you're gonna want to measure. I already know how much because I've done this a bajillion times. But you want to measure it before you do the step. So measure to see if this will fit in your tin. And every tin is different. I get these ones are like the mini ones, I think. Yeah, these are smaller, so it'll be different for yours. But I like mine oversized. Like I like when mine hang up like this, so it's easier to pick up and it's like, you know, because these are gonna rise a lot, so you want to keep that in mind. So this is how big it's gonna be. And you want to do that all the way through. Okay. And then there's usually some overhang, but you can fix that very easily by just fixing up the size a little so they're all even. You want them all to be the same size. Okay, perfect. So now you have like this little envelope of parchment paper. So now what you're gonna do, get your kitchen shears, scissors, whatever you want to do, and then cut every time there's a fold. So see this fold, I'm gonna cut it. Okay, see this fold, I'm gonna cut it. And you don't want to move it at all. Just turn it around and cut each fold. So, and once you've cut all the folds, you want to do this. Don't go all the way to the center. So do this. So you want to do 4 cuts, not all the way to the center. You want to leave a gap. I made too much, obviously, because I already made some. I only need 3 more. So it looks like this. I'm just gonna grab 3, and you can make these in advance, and then just like keep them like wood liners. So that's just what I'm gonna do. They're very easy to fold up. So now you have the liners. Okay, pretend these are not done. You take one, you put it in here, and you can see already how it like already starts to fold. So you literally just push it, and then it folds perfectly. And then I have these cups because I have younger siblings, and you can just push it in to kind of like secure. And then it stays in place, and it's very cute and very rustic. So take one, again, just simply push it in, and use a cup to kind of secure that in there. So there you go. Again, very, very simple. You take it, you push in. Wait, these, I'm gonna move these out of the way so that you can see. Take, push in, push, oh. Push in, and then take a cup and do this. And then, there you go. When you add the batter, it'll like weigh it down enough, so you won't keep doing this. But getting a liner is much easier, obviously, because then you can just skip this step. But I think these are cuter, and it's like rustic or whatever. Okay, anyways. Okay. So now, I like using an ice cream scoop because then it gets everything even. But you could do whatever you want. That's just like the slight perfectionist in me. So, I don't know what size this is. I think it might be half a cup maybe, or like a quarter of a cup. But just use ice cream scoop, and just plop it right in the middle. I'm gonna do that and then come back. Now, you know how I talked about how our sugar is much coarser? When I find the definition, I'll put it on the screen. So it's like I think it's like turbinado sugar. I think that's what we have. So I like to sprinkle a little sugar on top for like the crunchiness. So when you bake the muffins, it'll have a crunchy sugar topping. But you can also do a crumble. You can put chocolate chips in this. You can put nuts in this, like walnuts or something. This recipe is very versatile. You can switch out the bananas and put another thing, carrots. If you want a carrot muffin, you can do that. It's it's just a basic. It's pretty basic for customizability. You can customize it really well. Okay. Just put a little sugar on top for the crunchy bits. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it in the oven at 425 for 5 minutes so that it could like rise. Well, like I don't know how to explain the freaking science. Search up the science yourself, bro. And then I'm gonna take it back to 350 to cook it through until it's done. And then I'll come back when it's done. But this is what they look like. Hold on, I'll show you. This is what they look like. So yeah, I'm gonna go bake these at 425 for 5 minutes, and then 350 until I like put a skewer in the middle and it's cooked through. 15 minutes later, they're done. Yay! They're done, and they're scorching hot. But look, this is phone POV. You can see the sugar on top is still crystallized, so once it fully cools down, it creates like a really crunchy top, and it's beautiful. But look, see? They are done. And when you poke it, clean. That's how you know they're done. So I'm gonna let them fully cool, or maybe should I open one? Okay, I'll open this one, but I'm gonna let the rest fully cool. Okay. It's like really freaking hot. But look, muffin! Yay! And see, I also love these. You can just do that and you can peel it and dip. But hot. I'm gonna move these over and let them cool. But muffin. Okay. Let's get the right angle for this. Okay. Look at how the steam. It's hot. It's hot. But yeah, it's really soft and beautiful. And you can see like some of the banana chunks. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, it's really good. Okay. That is the end of the video. And yeah. Bye. Wait, the next video, because I already know, because I've already started planning it, I'm going to be doing my hair. Again. I might be like, didn't you just do your hair like not even a month ago? Yes. And I'm tired of it. So I'm going to be doing braids this time. And I'm going to be trying a sort of new hairstyle. So yeah, I'm excited. Yay! Because I have a 4-day weekend coming up. So I'm like, perfect. I can braid my hair. Because it takes me a hot minute. It technically takes me around 2 days. But I stop. I take mental breaks. Or else I'll just chop my hair off. So yeah. The next video, I'm going to be braiding my hair. So stay tuned for that. That's going to take a hot minute to edit. But yeah. Yay! Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.